everyone, welcome back to my video series Real Simple, where I simplify all things real estate. This month we are going to be talking about the perks of purchasing, so we're going to be focusing a little more on the buyer side. Some of this information is going to be market specific as far as some of the numbers go and whatnot, but a lot of these tidbits of information are actually going to be relevant in any market that you're looking to buy in. Did you know that in the last year, rent has gone up 14% nationally on average? That is a pretty big number. A lot of that is due to the increase in taxes, which therefore is passed on to the renter. If you got a notification from your landlord recently that your rent is going up to $300, that's kind of what's happening all over the nation. So that's one reason that you might look into purchasing a home. The second one is homeowners have 4 times the net worth as renters. So basically, when you buy a home, say you buy a $300,000 home, that home value is an asset and therefore goes into your total net worth. So when you're renting, you may have a good savings account, $8,000, $10,000, maybe $30,000, whatever that kind of looks like. But that's your net worth because that's the money that you have. You may not have that money in your bank account after you own a home, but the whole home value goes into your net worth. So a few more simplistic perks to purchasing a home. One is that you don't have a landlord coming to you asking you to pay more in rent. Once you get a mortgage, usually there are adjustable rate mortgages, but usually, especially in residential homes, you're going to have a fixed rate mortgage, which means that for the life of the loan, that is your payment. Now, your monthly payment may fluctuate a little bit. That's only due to increase, decrease in taxes, insurance, whatever goes into your escrow account. So that's the only thing that would affect your monthly payment. But as far as the loan payment goes, that payment is going to stay true through the life of the loan. Let's talk about interest rates for a second. So I know that the interest rates right now seem kind of scary. They're higher than they were the last 2 years. I will say that the last 2 years, that was very abnormal. I don't know if we'll ever see 2-3% again in our lifetime. So now we're kind of getting more to a more normal interest rate, a more balanced market. With that being said, if you buy now with the current interest rates, you can write that interest off in your taxes. So I definitely recommend talking to an accountant and seeing how that will work out for you. But I know you're paying more interest, but just remember that there is that tax write-off for your interest. There's also a sense of pride when you own a home. When you have a place to call your own, you can really make it your own. You have the freedom to customize it however you want. You have the privacy. You don't have anyone bugging you to come in and inspect the property, whatever that looks like. I also feel there's a sense of community when you own your own home. I feel like homeowners interact differently together in a neighborhood than renters might with homeowners, just because you may not care as much about the lawn. You may not necessarily need somebody to watch out for you when you're gone, that kind of thing. So I think that, and there's like the permanency aspect of it, right? When you may be in a neighborhood for a long time, and so will your neighbors, and you really get to know each other. Another thing is that you are constantly building equity when you own your own home. It's basically like a big savings account. So depending on what your goals are and depending on what the market does, markets obviously fluctuate. But in the end, if you play your cards right, you could have made, $100,000, $200,000, whatever that looks like, by the time you go to sell your home. So it's like a big savings account. Thanks for tuning in to this month's Real Simple, the perks of purchasing. Next month, we're going to kind of be continuing on with this conversation, and I'm going to be talking to you about how you could prepare to buy in this market. Things have changed a little bit. There might be some other things that we want to start thinking about. So if you are ready to purchase a home, definitely tune in to next month's class, and I will see you then.